Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Monitoring Protection received 139 complaints from August 31st to September 1st owing to heavy rain and resolved 129 of them while 10 others are addressed. Among all the complaints, 115 were pertaining to tree falls while 24 were related to water stagnation. Hydra Commissioner A.V. Ranganath visited the neighborhood of Tolichoki and Sheikpet on Sunday, September 1st, monitoring potential risk of flash flood and water lodging in low-lying region of the city. Part of Khammam district was submerged underwater on Sunday, September 1st after receiving heavy rainfall and the Munneru River flooding its bank. Hundreds of people have been stagnant and many are feared to be washed away. SOS video message from people taking solace. A top multi-story building have emerged on social media with them asking for urgent evacuation before water level rise further. Telangana government is also facing mounting criticism for not bringing immediate help to the people who need saving. Some of the youth also took to the street accusing apathy from the government towards the flooding of Khammam city in spite of the district having three state ministers. BRS MLA T. Harish Rao on Sunday, September 1 urged the Telangana government to enhance emergency services in response to heavy rain affecting the state. Rao urged the Telangana government to establish team for emergency services throughout the state in light of heavy rain. He suggested that if needed, the army should be enlisted for assistance and that special helicopters should be deployed to aid in the response effort. Irrigation authority should take special measure to prevent the draining of filled ponds. Rao asked the BRS cadre to help people in distress in the state. The National Real Estate Development Council on Sunday, September 1st asked its member to ensure safety of construction worker amidst rain in Telangana. The advisory comes after the Municipal Administration and Urban Development Department asked NAREDCO to ensure the safety of the construction worker. Heavy rain in Hyderabad and Telangana have increased the likelihood of structural risk, including wall collapse, soil erosion and landslides. As a precaution, workers should be moved away from retaining walls and edge of the excavated area, it said. Following continuous rainfall, Hussain Sagar Lake surpassed its full tank level on Sunday, September 1st, forcing authorities to open the floodgates to manage the excess water and prevent potential flooding. GHMC raised the floodgates of the Hussain Sagar Lake to manage the overflow. The GHMC is closely monitoring the situation as other lakes and ponds in the city are also nearing full capacity due to persistent downpour. As a result, excess water from the lake is being resiled into Musi River to manage the rising level and mitigate potential flooding risk. Officials are in high alert and closely monitoring water level across various water bodies in the city to manage the situation effectively. The Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Monitoring Protection Commissioner A.V. Ranganath visited the neighborhood of Tolichoki and Sheikpet on Sunday, September 1st, monitoring potential risk of flash flood and water lodging in low-lying region of the city. Hydra chief reviewed the city preparedness for dealing with hazardous condition induced by the spell of heavy downpour, as heavy rain has caused water lodging and flash flood in several parts of the city. Incessant rains have caused the village pond to overflow onto Nagarnool main road, resulting in flood water rising to 2 feet from the trench and bringing traffic to a standstill due to hazardous condition. The incident occurred in Nagarnool village, Nagarnool district on Sunday, September 1st. Acting on the order of the district superintendent of police, local force had proactively prepared to manage stream overflowing on the road. Amidst the challenging circumstance, a man was swept away by surging flood water while attempting across the road. Constable Ramu and Takhil Khan, who were stationed at the scene, bravely waded into the flood water and successfully rescued him. AIMIM President Assaduddin Owaisi on Sunday, September 1st, contemplated the recent attack on an elderly Muslim man in Maharashtra. Owaisi remark highlight growing concern about violence and discrimination against minority communities in the region. Expressing concern over the issue, Assaduddin Owaisi took to Twitter and said, "These people can only target the weak. The Sanghis come in a pack and are emboldened since the BJP cowardly support them. In Haryana, the Gau Raksha killed Sabir and wounded Azir. Two persons who are not even 18 years old have been arrested in Sabir murder case. The Haryana CM said no one can stop the terror unleashed by the Gau Raksha." Assaduddin Owaisi questioned the purpose of the government if it fails to ensure people's safety. He remarked, if the Haryana government would have arrested the accused in Junaid and Nasir murder, maybe then the mob would not have killed Sabir. Assaduddin Owaisi remarked. 6 passenger aboard a Telangana Road Transportation Corporation bus were successfully rescued by Nikkonda police in Warangal district after the bus became trapped in flood water at the outskirts to Topanpalli village on Saturday night, August 31st. The passengers spent the night on the bus, which was immobilized due to the rising water level. Nikkonda police, equipped with an earth mover, worked diligently to reach the stagnant vehicle and facilitate the safe evacuation of all individuals on board. Heavy rain that have battered the region not only impacted bus services but also disrupted train operation. Retaining wall of the Gandhi Bhavan building in Nampalli, Hyderabad collapsed on Sunday, September 1st due to incessant rain lashing over the city since Saturday. Part of the wall fell on the vehicle parked nearby, damaging multiple vehicles. The incident occurred when nobody was present near the wall, averting a potential disaster to human life. A hit and run incident was recorded on CCTV in front of Vivekananda Park, located in NGO colony of Vanasaripuram, where a speeding vehicle struck a pedestrian on Sunday. The woman suffered a severe head injury and was promptly transported to the hospital. According to the Vanasthalapuram police, the car involved has been identified and team are currently working to locate the driver. Heavy rains lashing Telangana and Andhra Pradesh have disturbed the train traffic in both states, resulting in stoppage, cancellation and diversion of several trains. Officials said on Sunday as many as 24 trains were stopped on the Vijayawada-Kazipet route as the track was flooded with water overflowing from lake and stream in a few places. Officials said 30 trains will cancel in Vijayawada division. The railway tracks was damaged at a few places in Mehbooba district in Telangana due to flood water. A tank breached at Ayodhya village near Mehboobabad, inundating the railway track. This forced the South Central Railway to cancel train on the Vijayawada-Kazipet route. Teams of the GHMC are closely monitoring the water level at Hussain Sagar, which reached plus 513.60 meter at 8 am on Sunday, September 1st. This level is slightly above the full tank level of 513.41 meter but remains well below the maximum water level of 514.75 meter. Increase in water level is attributed to recent overnight rain, prompting authorities taking precaution measures. As a result, excess water is being released into Musi River to manage rising level and mitigate potential flooding risk. 63 cases of dengue were reported of the 5,294 samples that were tested across Telangana in one day on Saturday, August 31st. The result reflected a positive rate of 3%, with Hyderabad topping the list of 10 dengue high-risk districts, followed by Suryapet, Medchal, Malkajgiri, Khammam, Nizamabad, Golconda, Rangareddy, Jagitayal, Sangareddy and Warangal. At the time of publishing this report, the total number of dengue in Telangana stood at 6,405. The government of Telangana have been taking every possible measure to control vector-borne diseases. The seasonal increase in diseases during August and September due to rain and increased Telangana Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy on Sunday, September 1st, directed Irrigation Department officials to harvest rainwater for future use. He instructed them to store a maximum of 18 to 20 TMC in Mallanna Sagar and 10 TMC in Konda Pochamma Sagar, stressing the importance of taking all necessary precautions. Water should be diverted from Konda Pochamma Sagar to the Nizam Sagar project through Haldivadu, Reddy emphasized. He further asked officials to release the flood water accumulated in the Sri Pada Ilampalli project and to draw 1000 million cubic feet per day without decreasing. Telangana Minister Ponnagatti Srinivas Reddy got deeply emotional over being unable to save a family in Palleru constituency. He said that despite making numerous efforts to rescue them, the situation tragically remained beyond control. A resident named Yakub and his family, who were brick cleaner worker from Palleru constituency, were waiting to be rescued as the flood water rose rapidly. The family sought shelter on top of their house, waiting for rescue amidst the severe weather condition. Yakub called and begged Minister Ponnagatti Srinivas Reddy to rescue his family, who were standing on their rooftop due to severe flooding. Despite numerous attempts by the minister to arrange a rescue, heavy rain prevented helicopter from flying, leaving the situation dire. Telangana reported that despite coordination with defense and navy officials and sending life jacket and 20 meters of rope, heavy rain halted helicopter rescue operation. He also mentioned encouraging and motivating the family to overcome their fear during the crisis. Said, I am begging God not to do anything to the family who were washed away in those floods, said Minister Ponnagatti. Heavy rains yesterday and today have turned many areas and roads in Hyderabad into lakes, leading to a flood-like situation in the city. IMD, the India Meteorological Department, Hyderabad, has issued a red alert predicting extremely heavy rain in city. The rain have inundated low-lying area and disrupted normal life. A man and his daughter are feared to have washed away in flash flood in Mehboobabaad district. The intense shower have caused water lodging and traffic jam in many areas, inconveniencing commuters. Traffic remained disturbed in several parts of the city. Union Home Minister Amit Shah spoke to Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana on Sunday, took stock of the situation in the two states in view of heavy rain and floods there sourced. He also assured the two Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu of Andhra Pradesh and Revant Reddy of Telangana of all possible help from the central government to deal with rains and flood. Heavy rain continued to lash many parts of the Telangana, including Hyderabad. On Sunday, Chief Minister Reddy held an emergency meeting with minister, official and public representative to view the situation. Special control room has been established in the State Secretariat of Telangana to monitor the ongoing heavy rain and potential flooding across the region. Chief Secretary Shanti Kumari announced this initiative during a teleconference held with the district collector, emphasizing the need for effective coordination in response to the severe weather condition. The control room, located at room number 34 on the ground floor of the Secretariat, will operate under the Disaster Management Department. In view of the state witnessing in seasons heavy to very heavy rain, Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy reviewed the situation in the heavy rain affected area. Revant Reddy spoke to Minister Bhatti Vikramarkan and Uttam Kumar Reddy, Tumala Nageshwar Rao, Damodar Raj Narsimha and Jubilee Krishna Rao over the phone, inquiring about the relief operation in the submerged area. He also held a teleconference with the Chief Secretary Shanti Kumari, DGP Jitendra and top officials from the State Municipal Administration, Energy, Panchayati Raj, Hydra and Irrigation Department, instructing them to be on high alert in the next 24 hours. Chief Minister ordered District Collector, SPs, Revenue, Irrigation and Municipal official to conduct field visit in the flood hit habitation. Special instructions have been issued to all officials of the important department to cancel their leaves and join relief and rescue operation immediately in the rain ravaged district, a press release informed. Helicopters from the Indian Navy were being flown to Khammam town of Telangana to rescue people trapped in a flood as the overflowing Munneru River has inundated a residential area while a heavy rain has so far claimed 9 lives in state. Two helicopters from Visakhapatnam were being flown to Khammam to rescue the people, some of whom had taken shelter on rooftop. Deputy Chief Minister Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka, who is monitoring the situation in Khammam, spoke to senior official of the Indian Navy and requested them to send a helicopter for the rescue operation. Irrigation Minister Tummala Nageshwara, who is from Khammam district, spoke to Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu and sought help for rescue. Amid the ongoing heavy rain in Hyderabad, Indigo has issued a travel advisory for passengers traveling on the airport, noting the possible impact on flight. The airline advised passengers to start early for the airport as the roads are likely to be waterlogged. In the advisory, Indigo also suggests that passengers check their flight status before heading to the airport. Passengers are encouraged to monitor flight status online. An earthquake of magnitude 5.10 on the Richter scale struck the Bay of Bengal on Sunday morning. The National Center for Seismology reported the earthquake occurred at around 9:12 a.m. at a depth of 10 km. Meanwhile, an earthquake of magnitude 3 struck the Nuklak town of Nagaland in the early hours of Sunday. Coconut Day 2024 theme is Coconut for a Circular Economy, building partnership for maximum value, which focus on promoting sustainability and partnership in the coconut industry. This day is dedicated to raising awareness about diverse use of coconut and encouraging their consumption worldwide. Amid ongoing heavy rain across Hyderabad and nearby district, Usmania University and Jawaharlal Nehru Technology University have postponed all exams scheduled for September 2. A statement issued confirmed decision made in response to directive from the Telangana government. Usmania University Controller of Examination confirmed that exams from September 3 will be processed as scheduled, with 8 new timetable for postponed exam to be issued soon. At JNTU, BTech and B Pharmacy third year exam will proceed as planned tomorrow, while MBA first year exams are postponed to September 5th. Watch the channel, press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.